League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And look at this, right away a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. So what an opportunity right from the word go. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to Montgomery on second down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Foyesade Aluakon made the tackle there from the safety position. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Fights free at the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Montgomery going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. On the keeper, here's Groff. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up. And certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43. And that is not near up the first. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 17-0 our score after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run, but he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Khalif Raymond now. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far. And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now Montgomery running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play. Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field. Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some strong running. And he'll take this down to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. 33 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route? No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone? Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Now Lawrence on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's a give to ETN. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, right back to ETN. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. ETN once more. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A handoff for ETN. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's go. Hey, kill. Here we go.
They'll run. It's ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. ETN with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Maverick. What?
Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's gone. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling.
That wasn't my ball. I thought it was your ball.
He didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'm return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number 1, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to win. You can always come back and win a ball game.
face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Value 3. Brings up 2nd and 2. Here we go.
Gibbs straight ahead. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline
and down to the 29-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Once more, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Muscles him off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And fights through one man. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to Montgomery on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw is Goff. This is intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some points.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 11 yards there and a line first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Bulldozes past him. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not